Well, hello again, everyone. I've advanced the turns quite a bit from when I've conquered India, and mostly it's just boring stuff. I researched a lot of technologies, including machine rifling, so I actually have riflemen now, and I've built up New Andalusia in Caracas in New Andalusia. Is basically my staging point for invading the Americas. So I've gotten the most advanced buildings possible for building stuff, so I'm going to recruit a new army. I've already recruited 6 of my most powerful line infantry, the Republican Guard, who are even stronger than superior line infantry. And I'm going to make 6 riflemen, and let's see, so if I've got 6 riflemen, 6 Republican line infantry, then that leaves 8 slots open, so I'll just build, I'll build 8 howitzers then, after that. So I'll get started on that now. And these are 24-pounder howitzers, actually. They're not those really weak 12-pounder, actually. Oh, and I've also built up my fleet, too. As you can see, I've got a lot more ships now. I've retired all my other fleets as well. So I've got 4 5th rates. That was my fleet going through the Americas before. And a 6th rate, 2 bomb catches, 2 sloops, 3 second-rate ships of the line, the 3rd most powerful ship in the game, other than the 1st and heavy 1st rate, and then 2 more bomb catches. And they've already won at least 1 battle against a sizable force of 2nd-rate Mexican vessels, so I've been doing pretty well. I've declared war on the Mexicans, and I've tried to invade them before, and it's not gone so well, so I'm trying to use a different strategy. So anyway, advance the turn. Oh, and by the way, in 3 turns I'll have a percussive shell research, so that'll make my howitzers much more powerful than before. Yes, steam engine is extremely important for what I'm doing right now too, because now I can finally get the final level of shipyard going over here, and this will allow me to create heavy 1st rates, more like just insane US constitutions on steroids, basically. Extremely heavy, about 200 guns, I believe, so yeah, I think I'll have about 3 of those babies going around the US. Because I'm kind of lacking in technological supremacy in the world right now. Almost all the other European countries, like Mexico and the US, they both have they both have all the technologies completely researched in every single slot. I've finished most of the technologies, but not everything. For a steamship, eh? Yeah, as I said, the nations who've been totally ignored, basically the entire game, like Mexico and the United States, they've been building up pretty easily. But frankly, when I come down to fight them, they're gonna have almost no gold to spare, because I've got like about 163,000 gold, compared to them having like, oh, maybe like 30,000 or something like that, because they have hardly any gold over time, as they have such weak provinces. Alright, now for Kolhapur, I think... Kolhapur... Alright, let's see. Get rid of slavery on that. There we go, that'll work. Now as for classical economics... Oh, by the way, in 2 turns I'll get rifle cannons for my ships, so they'll be able to fire much more accurately and at a longer range too. So I have a significant advantage over other vessels, as long as they don't have rifle cannon as well. So then I'll just be more advanced in that way, to be able to fight off their more advanced technologies, I suppose. More advanced ships, maybe? I don't know. Somewhere around there. Alright, I'll have a Gassur do interchangeable parts. still, I mean, a lot of these technologies that I'm researching right now were not actually mostly produced in the 18th century. I mean, like interchangeable parts. I mean, that came along really late on into everything, you know. And not only that, but mass production, that came way later, like in the mid 19th century. So researching it in 1762 is pretty impressive, I'd say, you know, for a game. I guess the other thing is that I can recruit huge armies of riflemen only armies, but I don't know. I mean, I tried doing that before and it just did not work. So I'm just not going to do that. So let's see, 6, and then 2 more. There we go. By the way, puckle guns are virtually useless. They may be the first machine gun ever made, you know, that actually revolves and is basically a machine gun instead of just like a volley gun. But they simply do not work well against enemy infantry at all. The howitzers are the best way to go, especially with percussive shell, which I have now, and I'm about to get percussion cap too, which helps a lot. Oh, that's not important. I'll just, oh, I guess it is important, actually. Okay, well, get 2 more guys going there. Yeah, I still am having random rebellions in India, and sometimes even in the Americas, so I've reconquered all the provinces that I've lost though, in the Americas, so I'm doing okay. So I think I'll put my guys over there, because they're gonna be... Well, actually, I could just march them up there and take some... Let's see, how long is this gonna take? 3 turns. I could probably march them up to the crest of the, yeah, I think so. Okay, I'll march them up to the port, actually. Yeah, that works better. Alright. Yeah, as you can see, the only nation I'm at war with is, Mexico. I mean, that really is the truth, because since I've destroyed the pirates, and the pirates are at war with everybody, you know, the only other nation that I'm at war with right now is the, rebels in the various countries. Of course, they won't be the last ones that I'll war with, as I have almost about 90 turns, I'd say, before the campaign officially ends. But I can always continue afterwards and conquer the entire world if I didn't by 1799. As the game doesn't actually end if you don't want it to in 1799, you can continue on as long as you want, actually, even into like 1940s or something, you know, if you want to go really past the 18th century, as if you're still in the 18th century in the 20th century, you know, in terms of firepower and whatnot. There's no special events or anything like that either. Yeah, I think yeah, this is the year that the 7 Years' War ended. Well, the war of Mexico between the Imperial Republic of Sweden is about to begin. If you get my drift, that's how I'm saying that. I'm trying to quote Winston Churchill, if you get that idea. Alright, I'll just build 3 more 5th rates, actually. That'll be able to carry my men across the big blue, the good old blue sea. Caribbean Sea, that is. I hope that the U.S. doesn't actually declare war on me, as that'd be kind of bad. Yeah, these guys are totally worthless. Yeah, the United States, I think, is actually pretty powerful, but I'm not really that sure. Whoa, Austria's revolting? Huh. That's strange. Oh, clamor for reform. Well, that makes sense since I upgraded the university there. Alright, let's get 4 guys in there. That should be enough to keep them from doing anything more. Yeah, as you can see, I've upgraded all these universities to help with my research, so... in 6 turns, I'll have abolition of slavery, and this will actually increase happiness and get rid of clamor for reform, so that'll help quite a bit, and I can put more emphasis on my universities then without having people unhappy, so that'll be very good to have. Let's see here. So one more turn, then I'll have everything ready. Okay. Ready for me to go up and fight the Mexicans proper and finally destroy their empire. I think with my very advanced way of fighting, I should be able to best the Mexicans pretty easily. And since the Mexicans are actually deploying all their army at that port that I've blockaded, this may be actually easier than I thought. So I may be able to go straight for Mexico City and completely destroy the Mexican Empire right now. I believe they actually are an empire. They're actually not a republic. I believe the United States and Sweden are actually the only two republics in the game. All the others are absolute monarchies. But of course, since the only ones that are left are Mexico, Quebec, the rebels, and United States, and the Indian nations, I don't really see any problem with having them as absolute monarchies and getting mad at me, since almost all the massive nations are pretty much gone in the game. Alright, now I have my fleet and my army set up. Now I'll escort these guys over here. Now try to get over there without getting detected by his ships. Well, I don't know. I mean, that's not that good of a ship, actually. I could just... yeah, I think I'll just go over there. Okay, so... 2 turns, alright. So 2 turns... yeah, 2 turns, okay. So I'll sail over here to this port, and then draw my guys over there, so that's what I'll do. So I'll pick up these guys, and draw my guys to that port, and then have them march straight to Mexico. So that's what I'm going to do. Move my fleet there, actually. Yeah, right there. Okay, that's good. That way my men can go into the port and then refill up there. But I'm not going to have them go there yet, as I don't want to attract too much attention from the Mexicans, as they may actually try to defeat my armies there with their reinforced armies. So I guess just keep going with this. Yeah, the Mexicans have actually developed the very first-rate ship of the line, and they've also built the first steamship, so... get my 4 heavy first rates going up there. That should intimidate the US quite a lot. How many guns does this thing even have? 122. That's quite a lot. That's the most guns in the entire game for any ship. But this thing is slow as hell, though. Don't want to go up against, like, sloops with it. At least unless you can get a huge broadside on them, that is. Alright, the end of the Mexicans is at hand. The Isle of Man. The British government? Hey, what does that mean? What's that supposed to mean? Do you mean that the Swedish don't rule Britain? Oh, forget it. That's the Isle of Man right there, by the way. Okay. So I got my guys going here. Have these guys go into this port. Have them go into the... oh, wait. Hey, what the heck? Why can't those guys go in there? Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, you guys go attack stuff over there. Yeah, attack. I've got basic fortifications. I probably don't want to wait until the other Mexican army comes. I think I should be able to defeat them with my howitzers, so I think I'm just going to fight this battle out, actually. I've decided that the cavalry are actually pretty useless in the late term, as there are many different types of cannon that are available to every nation, and cannon pretty much make the cavalry obsolete, as well as riflemen, for that matter. So for this battle, it's pretty much an even match, and as long as I can get get my howitzers up to destroy the walls, I think I should be able to take out the fort in one battle and crush the Mexicans in one battle. That'll be good because that way I can develop another huge army at Caracas at the same time, and then launch an invasion of the U.S. while I'm having the rebellions in Mexico quashed, basically. If there are any, that is. It's a pretty huge army that I've got going in there. I'm just going to fight this battle and that'll be it. But tomorrow I will come back and I will update it with conquerings of the U.S. hopefully. Infantry up there first. Use the age-old tactic of putting the riflemen in front. The light infantry doctrine so that their behavior so that they're defending themselves properly. So that my men can move through without getting shot to pieces. Oh, I'm gonna have to move forward, actually, I forgot about that. Alright, I think I'll move them right about here. That should be good. Hopefully they're not going to attack my men or my cannons too much, as this will be kind of bad for my men if they get shot up before they even get near the town. Luckily, I've picked a good time as he's moved most of his army off to the port over there, so if I can defeat him in this battle, then I'll be able to take over Mexico in one turn rather easily, as his main army will be diverted over there. Not be able to help him at all. Okay, now I'm in range. Oh, he's sending his army out. Look at that. There's some guys coming out. Well, I guess it's better a time than any to use percussive shell. Prepare to see devastation at hand. Launches 32 percussive shells, destroy thousands of Mexican soldiers. 55 guys in that one attack, maybe even more. Very, very impressive. Much better than my old artillery regiments. These bastards are firing 24, not 12 guns. These guys are nasty. Push this wall this way. As always, quicklime is useless. It's almost completely useless at actually attacking anybody, even in the field. Come on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna deal the hurt to that wall. Nice and a little lower. Don't seem to be hitting that much just by aiming so high. I could have just used cannons, but frankly, I like the idea of howitzers, since they make me think that I'm using 19th century artillery. As hardly any artillery of the 19th century was direct fire, like cannons of the 18th century. Most of it fired a lob, you know. The anti-tank pretty much revived that type of thing. Anti-tank. Alright, now it's time to do hurt to these Mexican dudes. Make sure they don't get up. There. Well, I seem to be hitting him pretty hard inside the wall, but I can't really hit the wall without can't really get over the wall too well. I can hit sort of inside here, but not really that much. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to move my guys up. That includes my infantry as well, by the way. I think I'll piss him off, really, with a really nasty tactic and put my riflemen up front, actually. That way, they can shoot, but the Mexicans can't. Alright, let's move them up right there. That should be good enough to cover the entire fort, practically. Well, what are they doing? Just moving out randomly, I see. I've noticed that if you kill off even one wall section, the defenders will actually stop attacking with cannons. So that's pretty much how I've been able to decimate a lot of siege battles here. As you can see, rifles make units so much more accurate and so much more fast range. I mean, if you see there, they're even shooting beyond their range and still hitting the target. So rifles have even more range than what you think. As you can see, I just totally decimated them there with my rifles. The only problem is that they take an extremely long time to reload compared to the line infantry. As smoothbore muskets have the inherent ability of being able to be much more smooth about how they reload. As the muskets are sort of jam the I do not know why he's trying to shoot so far away, but okay. Let's just get him out of that. Still wasting his ammo. The other problem is that the riflemen don't have that good of tactics. They seem to be kind of stupid when it comes to melee, and they also don't have bayonets, which is really bad. So they're pretty much useless in melee. They're like skirmishers, you know. They don't even have swords like the Panduras or the, oh shoot, what are those guys doing? Puckle guns. I see. Don't seem to be too effective. As you can see, it is a machine gun. It is firing more than one round every time. Yeah, I only killed 2 of my guys, though, in each thing, though. Oh, I seem to be hurting the hell out of it, though. Look at that, I mean, most of the shots are landing perfectly dead on, so... Of course, I am using the Custer shell and then kill his general. It's just plain excellent. Come on, kill those damn gunners, you idiots. Don't let them shoot you. Not like these guys are. See if I can direct my guys to shoot over there. As you can see, the puckle guns are nothing like Gatling guns. They simply are not good. But actually, I think the puckle gun actually was the precursor to the Gatling gun because it uses that evolving technology that the Gatling gun uses. So basically, it's the first revolver, in a way. Who could that be? Grenadiers, I see. Some of these guys are out, actually. Turn my guys back on fire. It seems that they actually seem to be picking the right targets. Alright, let's get after these guys. And let's move more infantry up, actually. These guys are doing nothing. Sitting on their laurels, not really doing anything. One shot, actually. They will lose, though, if they go up against a superior force, though. Like the Grenadiers are. Actually, I think I'm going to pull them back. This is looking to be kind of bad. Seems like my guys are still fighting them anyway. Because they're bad. They're having to run away. This one unit. Yeah, well, numbers aren't everything. Battle. Alright, let's just shoot them right where they are. Yeah, that works. Let's go do that. Oh yeah, that would be terrifying. Something getting shot at, especially by rifle. They're almost completely accurate with the guns. Come on, infantry. They're smoothbore, still smoothbore muskets, unfortunately. It'd be sure nice if they had rifle muskets, you know. It's sort of like that idea of using rifle always, you know. That'd be cool. Well, I think I'm gonna stop my guys from using percussive shot on that and have them actually go after the other wall. That way they'll get that wall destroyed. That way I can create another opening point for my guys to get through. Now I think I'm gonna rifle and go back. Protective right flanking line. I have these guys destroy the wall. So that my infantry can advance through. What are those guys?